A car wash is the only business where customers literally pay you to spray water on their car, a service so simple it takes 4 minutes. You would think this is a license to print money. Water plus soap plus a spinning brush. How do you lose money on that? But here is the strange part. Most car wash owners make less than a Starbucks manager, and nearly 1 in 3 locations shuts down within 3 years. The same machine, the same soap, the same 4-minute cycle running on the same street corner. One owner buying a second house, another filing for bankruptcy on the exact same day. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how much a car wash actually earns per car, where every single dollar disappears, why the membership model changes everything, and the one cost nobody mentions until it bankrupts them. 3 levels of car wash ownership determine everything. Level 1. The self-serve bay. 4 wands and a vacuum station. $50,000 to $150,000 to build. You stand outside in the cold, spraying your own car. Nobody is paying you for labor. They are paying to rent your water and your concrete. Level 2. The automatic tunnel. Conveyor belt, drying blowers. $250,000 to $900,000 to build. Customers stay in their cars. The machine does the work in 90 seconds flat. Level 3. The express exterior. High-volume membership model. $1 million to $3 million in equipment alone. These are the locations you see on every busy intersection with lines wrapped around the building. Same water, same soap, entirely different universe of risk and reward waiting at every single tier of investment. A busy automatic car wash processes about 20,000 cars per year. At average ticket of $14, that is roughly $280,000 in annual revenue. Add upsells, hot wax, undercarriage blast, tire shine, ceramic sealant, and the best operators push average ticket to $22, hitting a solid $440,000 per year. The most profitable upsell is the simplest one, the $3 tire shine that costs the wash about 12 cents in chemical and takes 4 seconds to apply. That is a 2,500% margin on an add-on most customers say yes to without thinking. The math seems unstoppable until you look closely at where every single dollar actually goes when the month ends. Now here is where the money bleeds out. Water and chemicals eat 8 to 12% of revenue. A single automatic tunnel uses 40 to 80 gallons of fresh water per car. At 20,000 cars per year, that is over 1 million gallons. And water is not free, especially in drought-prone states where municipal rates have doubled in the past decade. Electricity for blowers and conveyors takes another 5 to 7%. Those massive dryers at the tunnel exit pull enough power to run a small house for a full day every single hour of operation. Labor, attendants, cashiers, and maintenance consumes 25 to 35% of every dollar that comes in. Even with minimum wage staff, you need bodies on site from 6 in the morning until 10 at night. Credit card processing fees skim 3% off the top, and then the landlord shows up with a smile and a new lease agreement. Commercial lease for a car wash is not normal retail rent. You need drainage, water reclamation systems, and environmental compliance baked into the site. Most locations pay $4,000 to $12,000 per month just for the concrete pad. That is $50,000 to $140,000 per year before you wash a single car. Compare that to a retail store in the same plaza paying $2,500 for the same square footage. Your rent is literally double because of the specialized infrastructure underneath. And those leases reset every 5 years, usually climbing upward by 20 to 30% per renewal cycle. The landlord knows you spent $1 million on equipment bolted to his floor. You cannot move a tunnel. You are trapped, and he knows exactly what your revenue looks like. The machine never stops breaking. Conveyor rollers at $200 each, high-pressure pumps at $3,000 a pop, dryers that burn out every 18 months. Budget $3,000 to $6,000 per month just to keep the tunnel running. One major breakdown, a tunnel controller failure, costs $20,000 and shuts you down for 2 weeks right in the middle of peak summer season when revenue is at its highest. And during those 2 weeks, your fixed costs do not stop. Rent Insurance, loan payments, they keep bleeding while the tunnel sits silent. Nobody talks about insurance. A car wash is a moving vehicle environment where customers sit inside their cars on your conveyor belt. When a side mirror snaps off or a brush scratches clear coat, the claim starts at $1,500 and climbs fast. Annual premiums run $8,000 to $20,000. One lawsuit from water damage to a luxury car interior and your entire year of profit vanishes overnight. And here is what nobody tells you. Your insurance premium jumps 30 to 50% after a single claim. One mistake and your cost structure permanently changes. The membership model is the only reason car washes can scale. Here is the math. An unlimited monthly plan costs the customer $20 to $30 per month. The average member visits 2 to 3 times per month. If a single wash costs $14 retail, the member is getting $28 to $42 of value for $25. Great deal for them. But the car wash wins because most members visit less than they think they will. The industry average is 2.5 visits per month. At $25 per month, that is $10 per wash. Still profitable when chemicals and water cost under $2 per car. And the real genius, memberships bill every month whether it rains or shines. A tunnel with 2,000 members at $25 each generates $50,000 per month before a single car rolls through. That recurring revenue is what Wall Street loves, and it is why Mr. Car Wash trades on the New York Stock Exchange. Car washing is brutally seasonal. In northern states, December through February is dead. Salt on the roads ironically keeps cars dirty, but nobody washes at 10 degrees. Your water lines freeze, your chemicals turn to sludge, and your revenue drops 60 to 70% for 3 straight months. In southern states, summer afternoon thunderstorms kill entire days of revenue. A single rainy Saturday in July can wipe out $3,000 in expected revenue that never comes back. You cannot reschedule a lost Saturday. The best operators budget for 30 to 40 rain days per year, each one a zero revenue day with full fixed costs burning in the background. And then there is the opposite problem. The first sunny weekend after 2 weeks of rain, your line stretches around the block and your equipment runs 16 hours straight, which is exactly when things break. The seasonal whiplash is brutal, and it is the #1 reason independent operators burn out within 5 years. Here is the cost nobody mentions until the government letter arrives. Car wash wastewater contains oil, grease, heavy metals, and detergents. You cannot just drain it into the sewer. Federal and state regulations require water reclamation systems that filter and recycle water. Installing a compliant system costs $30,000 to $100,000 upfront. Annual testing and maintenance run $5,000 to $15,000. In California, water discharge permits alone cost thousands and require quarterly reporting. One failed inspection means fines starting at $10,000 per day. And if you bought an older wash without modern reclamation, you are looking at a 6-figure retrofit before you can legally operate. Mr. Car Wash, the largest chain in America, with over 400 locations spanning 21 states. They buy supplies in bulk, chemicals at 40% below market, and their membership model locks in recurring revenue at a scale no independent can touch. Average member visits 2.5 times per month, paying $20 a month whether they show up or not. That is the key. They make money on days it rains because memberships keep billing. Their gross margin sits at 68%, nearly double the independent operator down the street. In 2023, Mr. Car Wash reported $890 million in revenue, with over 2 million Unlimited Wash Club members. They acquire new members through a $12 million annual advertising budget, a dedicated mobile app, and partnerships with Uber and Lyft drivers. The corporate machine is built on a formula of bulk purchasing power, algorithmic site selection, and membership churn modeling that no independent owner can replicate from a single location. Now the independent operator with one tunnel. 20,000 cars per year at $14 average. Revenue of $280,000. Pull out 35% for labor, 12% for chemicals and water, 8% for utilities and maintenance, 6% for insurance, 5% for environmental compliance, and the lease at $50,000 per year. What is left is about $45,000 before you pay yourself a single dollar in salary, and you worked every single Saturday for 3 long years straight without a single weekend off. The math gets worse when you realize the equipment loan payment was not even included. Add a $4,000 monthly equipment note, and your $45,000 becomes negative $7,000. You are losing money washing cars. Let us run 3 scenarios. Conservative. A low-traffic suburban location washing 12,000 cars per year at $12 each. After all costs, you take home $18,000, less than working at Target full-time. Moderate. A decent arterial road, 20,000 cars at $15 each, with 500 members. You clear $70,000. Not bad, but you worked 70-hour weeks and your back hurts from fixing conveyor belts. Aggressive. A prime corner lot with daily traffic counts above 35,000, 28,000 cars at $18.50 average, and 2,000 monthly members. You clear $180,000. Same machine, same water, same soap. The entire difference is the concrete underneath. Here is the paradox nobody tells you about the car wash business. It is simultaneously the simplest recurring revenue machine ever invented. Water plus soap plus a conveyor belt, and the most location-dependent business on Earth. Move your tunnel 3 blocks in the wrong direction and your profit dies. Land on a corner with daily traffic counts above 30,000 cars, and the same equipment makes you wealthy. The car wash does not matter. The specific brushes and pumps and dryers are commodity products you can buy from a catalog. The concrete underneath it matters. The membership list on automatic billing matters. The traffic count on the road in front of you matters. And here is the final twist. None of those things belong to you. The concrete is leased, the members can cancel, and the city can reroute traffic tomorrow. You are running a $1 million business on assets you do not own, in a location you cannot control, selling a service people only buy when the weather cooperates. That is the real economics of owning a car wash, and that is exactly how fast your money bleeds. If you want us to break down the economics of owning a specific business, drop it in the comments. We read everything. Subscribe so the next one shows up in your feed. This is the Cash Bleed, calculating exactly how fast your money drains.